we just processed one of our goat bucks the other day, and that was definitely a new experience for our homestead. Like, it was kind of sad. We hadn't actually planned on butchering him, but he just kind of had a terrible personality. We have a wether that we were planning on butchering, but we weren't planning on butchering one of the bucks. So it was definitely new. Definitely don't regret it, but it went well, and I'm proud of us. And we have a freezer full of goat meat now, so that's kind of cool. Since we butchered one of them, we're assuming that all of the does are bred, and I'll probably be doing blood tests here in several weeks to see if they are pregnant. But since we only have one buck now and we're assuming that the rest are bred, we went ahead and put our other buck in with the whole goat herd. So now we have this buck pen that's like laying completely empty, and my mind automatically goes to giant rabbit playpen. So currently I have two sister does having the time of their life in here. It's been a while since I've just been able to let rabbits run in a big area like this. It's been since we lived in the suburbs with our 6-foot privacy fence. So this is kind of nice, and I'm honestly trying to come up with some sort of permanent solution as a playpen, but for now this works really well. So guys, if you are new to my channel, welcome. This is Teal Homestead. My name is Tiffany, and I focus primarily on rabbits on this channel. And we talk a lot about rabbit husbandry, breeding, showing, raising them as meat animals, and all of that. Just encompassing rabbits all the time. I have a lot of people that have been following me for several years now, and they all know that I actually started off with focusing on silver foxes. And many of you are very, very astute, but over the last several videos you may have noticed that we don't really have many silver foxes anymore, and it's not really a secret. I actually announced it on Facebook that I would be selling out of my silver fox herd. And it was not an easy decision to do this. It's actually been quite a difficult decision because I got them to a point where I was very pleased where I was. I got 3rd senior buck at nationals this past year out of a very big class, and that was a really cool accomplishment to me anyway, to get top 3. Very, very cool. We've won numerous best of breeds. We had a lot of grand champion silver foxes, and I'm very proud of where I got to take my silver foxes. They're such a sweet rabbit. They're a great homestead rabbit, but many of you realize as well that silver foxes, for the last couple of years, they have not been my passion breed. It's almost always been the creme de Argents ever since I got Camille at the beginning of 2020. So it's been hard making this transition, and it's also been, you know, I have like an audience, so I have to deal with like people's disappointment of me getting out of them, and that's really difficult for me because I'm definitely a people pleaser. So it's not something that I really wanted to announce, but I made a promise to myself and my animals a long time ago that if it ever became more about public appearance or winning more than it was about the actual enjoyment of the rabbits, that I was done. And it definitely started becoming more about like not wanting to disappoint people by getting out of my silver foxes. So I needed to reconcile with that, and so for the best interest of my silver foxes, I ended up selling out of all of them. I don't have any regrets on selling them, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't a very difficult decision. So this is my last silver fox that I have here in the rabbitry. He's actually a cull rabbit. So the reason that he's been sticking around for so long is because he is slated to be butchered, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet. He'll be the last one here, and that's kind of bittersweet, honestly. He was born out of Phoenix and Haiku, which were two of my grand champion rabbits, and it's just, he's a prime example of how two grand champions can sometimes produce a not so great kit. So yeah, he's really cute. He's got a good pelt. I might actually end up tanning it. You can see that really nice silver fox fur. Silver foxes are generally really docile rabbits. Good homestead rabbits, good for pelts, good for meats. Generally really easy to hold, so they're pretty easy for kids to handle. They have definitely risen in popularity. The whole time that I've had them, I've noticed like a steady increase of popularity with this breed. And one of the reasons that I was so drawn to them to begin with was because they were on the Livestock Conservancy, and so it gave me sort of a mission to breed silver foxes and improve them and increase the numbers while improving the rabbit. But nowadays there is talk that they will come off of the Livestock Conservancy list because they have grown so much in popularity. We've had record-breaking numbers show this year, which is honestly worth celebrating. It's just really great how we've made a rare breed into a commonplace homestead rabbit breed. So it's definitely a huge win for the rabbits. For me, I have really loved my journey with my silver foxes, just, you know, making videos for you guys, helping to increase their visibility, helping to increase their quality, and just overall like having that goal of making really nice rabbits. And having a really nice line. It's been a lot of fun. Over this past summer, I've noticed that I have started giving priority to just my creme de Argents. I haven't been showing many silver foxes, and I just had lost my passion to show them. And more of my passion has definitely gone towards the creams, and then I started to resent my silver foxes because I needed more room in my rabbitry to raise more creams. So eventually I decided, for the good of the silver foxes, that it was time to get out of them so I would have more room to raise more creme de Argents. Creams are a really special breed to me because I feel like I fell into them right around the time where they were starting to need a little bit of help. On the Livestock Conservancy, creme de Argents are considered a threatened breed, meaning that more quality breeders are needed to produce quality animals. So for me, it gives me a nice goal of, you know, breeding meat for myself and my family, as well as breeding quality animals, because the world needs those quality animals so the breed doesn't disappear. One can argue that it's really not about the number of creams in the world being low, but the number of quality animals in the world being low. So my goal is to just be really careful about who I allow to go out as breeders, and just being very strict with my culling methods. Of course, all of these things aside, I actually really love the way this breed looks because they are so unique compared to almost any other rabbit. Creme de Argents are born completely orange, and then as they age, between 8 to 12 to 16 weeks old, they start developing silvering, or a creamy outer exterior to their fur. But when you brush their fur forward, it's a really bright orange underneath. I've never seen fur on another rabbit quite like I've seen it on a cream, and it's such a gorgeous color, and I just love the way they look. And not only that, but their personalities are just so much fun. A lot of your meat rabbits out there don't really like exploring, and they're kind of boring, to be honest. They love to explore and discover new things. And personally, I prefer that compared to a boring meat rabbit that just kind of sits there and does nothing. Creme de Argents are fantastic mothers. They are right up there with silver foxes when it comes to having babies and being able to raise them and take care of them. They're so good at it. They were made to do that. As a homestead rabbit, creams are amazing, and I feel like they don't get enough love when it comes to homesteading. Most of the time I get them to be 5 pounds by 12 weeks old at least, and that's something that I've been really working on for the past 3 years. So in my herd personally, I breed them to be a good meat animal first because that is their primary purpose here. They are a very healthy and hardy rabbit as well. They've done better than my silver foxes in hot weather, and they've done just as well as the silver foxes in cold weather. So I am very impressed with them in my climate, and I'm in Indiana, by the way, northern Indiana, so if that gives you any bit of, you know, will they do well in my climate? Well, they've done really well for me here, and I tend to have litters, like I'll take a break in midsummer, so like June, July, August, sometimes September, but I breed all throughout fall, all throughout winter, and in the spring. So I really don't take much of a break for those 3 seasons. I have babies born in below 0 temperatures and they've done just fine. I don't have heating or cooling in my rabbitry, and they do just fine in there. I do have a lot of airflow in there, which is really important for your rabbitry setup anyway, just a lot of airflow, but no AC, no heat in the winter, no supplemental heat for babies, none of that. They just do a really good job on their own regulating that type of thing. They do prefer chillier temperatures, so like 40, 50 degrees. They tend to be at their happiest, I feel like. I also feel like they grow out a little bit better when it's cold outside, so that's why I prefer to breed when it is a little bit colder. Overall, you guys, I love my creams. I feel confident in the fact that I sold out of my silver foxes to focus on them more, as well as my crossbred projects. You guys know that I have 2 pet Netherland dwarfs, one of them which I keep trying to breed to a cream doe, and also I have a Florida white named Dora, and I keep trying to get her bred to a cream as well. So I just like having fun with my little crossbred projects here and there. I do have a goal in mind for that, but it's just very slow going. But I do feel confident in the fact that I sold out of my foxes to focus on my creams and my weird little crossbred things. It's already been done, guys. Like, I've already sold everybody, and then that little guy's just a cull rabbit. It's already done, but I can't help but still tear up every once in a while. And it's not because I want them back, because I feel in my heart that it was the right decision to sell out of them. I feel very confident in that decision, but I still kind of tear up every once in a while because it's just like kind of sentimental to me. Like, I just can't continue breeding something that I've lost the passion for. Like, the sentimental value is there, but I just can't hold on to it just because of sentimental value. I have to let go and move on, and I'm excited that I get to still watch my friends improve their silver foxes, and I can tell you right now that the breed is in very good hands. I'm excited for the future of the breed, and I'm excited that I got to be just a small part of it just for a little while. But it is time for me to move on to something that needs a little bit more love.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday. You got me, got me. You got me, got me. You got me too. Got me, got me. I've been saving you. You save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need it too? 'Cause I got you, and you got me too.